Hello and welcome to another Dragon Ball Veggie Blast 2 character breakdown video. And in today's episode we're looking at, why does he have two arms? He's meant to only have one. Anyway, we're looking at Future Gohan. If you don't know who Future Gohan is and you're asking me, who is Future Gohan? And why does he look so much like Goku? My brother in Christ, that is his son. Like, what do you expect him to look like? But in all seriousness, no, Future Gohan is, as it says in the name, the future version of Gohan, in which the androids, 17 and 18, they kind of just got the victory royale and just killed everyone. And so Future Gohan and Future Trunks are the only survivors. And because this is the Gohan that, never got training in the High Time Chamber, and this is also the Gohan that had his dad die from heart virus or whatever, and he lost all his friends to the androids. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is this is punished Gohan, if I can put it in the best way possible. And we're looking specifically at his base form. And why only his base form? Because for some reason in these games, transformations count as their own separate characters. So I will be looking at them separately. And as for what Future Gohan really does in his base form, well, you'll probably only know base form Future Gohan through two key moments. His first moment's pretty wholesome. He's just training with Future Trunks. He's just helping Trunks train in case he needs to fight the androids, in case Gohan, well, kicks the bucket. And as for his second moment, yeah, the bucket has been kicked. Introducing Podohan, the new Sparking Zero character. Okay, let's not go. So that's all I can really say in terms of base form Future Gohan's, strong comings, because he doesn't really do that much in base form outside of just casual conversation, and he hardly fights in base form, so you're probably wondering how he plays in base form in Rage and Blast 2. Well, let's take a deep dive look into base form Future Gohan, starting out with his super attack, the Masenko. It's a chargeable projectile. It can be blocked, nullified, deflected, absorbed. I think you know the drill by now. It's a normal projectile, there's no unique feat to it, it's not unblockable, it's just an energy beam that you can charge it. Sound simple enough? Alright, let's jump into more super attacks. The Super Explosive Wave, or Super Destructive Wave, I guess is the name for this one. It's not really that much different from its Explosive Wave cousin, it's just bigger and has a cinematic behind it. It does relatively decent damage when you're in close quarters to an opponent. Mostly like the other Explosive Wave though, it has defensive utility where it can block most projectile super attacks and most projectile ultimate attacks. So yeah, you can use this move defensively or offensively, it's entirely up to you. I personally love the Explosive Wave type moves because they're very, very useful in very different situations. Okay, full power charge. I wish there was something unique about this move, but unfortunately it's just a retextured high tension. And if you don't know what high tension is, it's basically just a move that forces you to go into high tension. And then once you run out of ki or use an ultimate attack whilst in high tension, your ki gets reduced to 0, so you have to charge it all the way back up again. And full power charge is just, a retexturing of that move. So I don't really think it's worth talking about since it's kind of just the same move with a different coat of paint. All you need to know is free ultimate attack. Let's move on. Let's talk about Wild Sense. Wild Sense we've already covered it before, but I will mention it here anyway. Basically how it works is you spend a little bit of ki in order to proc a counter attack. Basically, whenever you get hit by any type of attack, whether that be a small ki blast, a super attack, a melee attack, any of the sort, you will automatically dodge it, provided you have Wild Sense activated. There's no set time limit, this is pretty much infinite until the match ends, or until your attempt to be hit by an attack. It works against most melee attacks, it works against most super attacks, it pretty much works against most attacks in the game, honestly. It's a very, very useful counter, and it does not cost too much when it comes to ki. And you only use a small amount of ki when you actually activate the counter, so there's a plus there. But overall, it's a very solid counter attack move, very solid evasive move, and it's just a very useful move in general, I'll be honest. Let's dive into the signature skill for a bit. Not really much to talk about here. It's kind of just a quick attack that launches you up, and at first glance, oh, that's kind of boring. However, you can actually, like Bardock, interrupt the signature skill with a super attack to connect it. Now, it's not a reliable connection by any means, but the best one to connect this attack with is definitely the explosive wave or the ultimate attack, because the explosive wave is pretty much immediate after the signature skills hits continue to craft. But it's up to you. You can combo this with whatever you like. You can also do this mid combo and it will connect most of the time. It's blockable and that's about it. It's not really that special of a signature skill. It kind of just gets the job done. It's just good. I can't really comment too much on how useful it'd be because a lot of it's just going to be stringing in super attacks and ultimate attacks. Alright, the final super attack is Intercept. First time we're covering a melee counter on the channel. Basically how it works is you get into a small stance for, I'd say about a second, maybe a second and a half. And it's very reminiscent to blocking, at least for future Gohan. And once you get hit by any kind of melee attack or melee attempted move, you will trigger a cinematic cutscene and counter the attack. As for what this counter works on, it works on basic attack, charged attack, it works on dash supers where, you know, like Kaioken finish and stuff like that. It works on dash ultimate attack, it works on most signature skills, it works on snap attack, it works on throws. There's a lot this move works on, like a lot. And that goes for most melee counters, and that just goes to show how useful these counters are. I mean, if you want to check out a whole video where I did nothing but use that counter to win in Rage and Blast 2, then make sure to check that out. I'll put the video on screen, and you can also just scroll down on the channel. But yeah, counters are very strong, like super strong. Damage-wise, they're good. Activation isn't too difficult either, and it's pretty abusable, honestly. Okay, ultimate attack. It's the Super Kamehameha. The animation looks different though, and the particle effects do look a little bit different. Like, you can see like little pink lightning forming from the energy ball he charges. The projectile itself does look average, but it is what it is. It's a Super Kamehameha. It can be blocked, deflected, nullified, absorbed, you know. It's a generic projectile, unfortunately. They didn't really go too hard with Future Gohan's ultimate attack. And there's not really much to talk about when it comes to what it does and stuff. There's nothing unique going on with this one. And that is a base form Future Gohan. Pretty standard kit, not too extravagant. It has its niche uses. It does have a lot of utility, like you can defend yourself or get some space with Explosive Wave. Masenko is a good ranged option because it's quick and it does passable damage. Intercept is a very good way to get rid of more hyper-aggressive opponents. Wild Sense keeps you safe. Full Power Charge is a free ultimate, I guess. The signature skill is usable, it's not too terrible, and it's very good for stringing into other moves, so I guess that's a benefit as well. I think the only thing I have a complaint about is his ultimate attack, because Gohan is for some reason cursed to only use Kamehameha as an ultimate, and never as a super attack for some reason. But that's my thoughts out the way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But as always, I'll end this video off with a little bit of a showcase of what we learned in today's video, with a little battle at the end. So thank you for watching, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you all in the next one. Enjoy the gameplay footage.
トランクス、立派な選手の顔になったな。ありがとうございます、ごはんさん。 ス、お前が最後の希望だ。